Hey guys,
Hello, everyone.
thank you, Barbara, for making time for this interview. I know you've been very busy these last weeks with a lot of interviews and rehearsals, so that means a lot that you are talking to us. And
I'm so happy to be here.
thank you all for also watching us live. So they are coming now to see you. So I would like to start asking you a bit about your history in the Eurovision world. So before you've been now as the main act for France, you had some experience before in the Junior Eurovision Song Contest twice, not just once, but twice.
Yes.
So how that experience helped you for now this big experience as the spotlight?
Actually, I think that it helps me because I saw all the mediatization around Carla and then around Valentina. So I was afraid, like really afraid, but also I knew that if I presenting myself at the Eurovision Song Contest, like the adult Eurovision this year, I knew what will be the craziness of the media, and I could take the decision of making it or not in conscience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to do it, so I'm okay with it.
That's wonderful. Did you ever expect to win on your second time at the Junior Eurovision?
Pas du tout, pas du tout, pas du tout, pas du tout. I was in front of my screen and I was almost crying and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, she's going to win. And oh no, the Kazakhstan is crazy. Oh no, the Spain is crazy. Oh no, everybody's crazy. Oh no, we're gonna lose. And then we won and I was like this. And then I cried and then I was like, did all this is real? And then yes, it is. Like it was a crazy moment.
Yeah, I completely understand that. So, how do you? So you had collaborated before on the two songs that you entered to Junior Eurovision with Igit, and
Yes.
he is also working with you on this song, Voilà, that you are entering for the adults Eurovision. So, how did that collaboration work, and how did you? How can you describe this wonderful match that you have between you two?
Actually, we're a friend, so it's very easy to work together because we know each other very well. So it's very easy. Usually he takes the guitar because he composed with the guitar and he's
Mm-hmm.
trying to make like some chords and I'm making the melody with my voice. And when we have to write, for example, for Carla, we saw so we made Bim Bam Toi, and we saw the performance of Carla in The Voice, like the
Mm-hmm.
Voice child,
Yes.
and she was making the song of Björk. I don't know if you know that song. It's also quiet, and it makes it's oh so quiet. Do-do-do-do. Shh, with a lot of like shh, ah ooh, and we saw this, and we were like, oh my god, that girl is so crazy, and we obviously we had to make a song that as crazy as her, but crazy in a good way, not crazy like crazy like with full of joy and with full of light and everything. That's why we made Bim Bam.
Mm-hmm.
So usually we talk about the people we are going to write for, and we're saying, okay, I think it will be better if we make a song like this, or if we talk about about this kind of thing, or I imagine her in that type of song and everything, and we made a song like this.
That is great, and the song that you wrote for Carla is so much different from Voila. This is your song that you
Of
actually
course.
you wrote it yourself with alongside with Higit. Can you tell us a little bit about the creative process of creating the song and the message and the story behind it?
Of course. Voila is a song about affirmation of yourself. I mean, saying to the world, this is what I am, and this is the only thing I have. It's maybe not much, but this is me. So I'm sorry if you don't like it, but that's all I can offer, and that's all the love I can bring to you. Listen to me. I'm a half singer, and I'm trying to tell you my story that I'm that I'm searching for love, that I'm searching for to make my words exist, and all the power inside of me to say to the world, this is what I am.
And
Voilà. And
that is a wonderful message.
yeah, well, thank you. Actually, it's a very important message for me, because it's been 6 years since I work and trying to make music and not winning my life. I mean, I was a waitress last year to pay like my flat and everything. So this is a very important step for me to say, okay, now I'm going to Eurovision, so I'm ready to say, this is me. I'm like a bubble of love, and I want to spread it to the world.
Could you tell us a little bit about what you are planning to do concerning staging at the Eurovision? If you already have any details that you can share to us?
You will see for the details, but actually I can say that the representation of the song on the stage needs to be as simple as the song. So if you say, this is what I am, I think that it's not very appropriate to make like an Eiffel Tower with fireworks and like a huge thing in front of me and everything. So I really want something simple and pure and very close to me and very humble in some ways. So it's going to be very simple but perfectly beautiful.
There is also one thing that I'm very curious to know. You shared previously that you have a very strong connection with birds. Can you tell us the symbolism of birds to you?
Actually, that's fun, because this weekend I just filmed the next movie, the next video clip, and the name of the song is "The Man and a Bird." So yeah, I'm very crazy about birds, and I don't know why. You know what? When I woke up in the morning and I hear birds, it's very rare in Paris, but sometimes, like today, it's a beautiful day, and when it's a beautiful day, sometimes the birds are singing, and I'm here. Come with me, and I'm making myself here. This is my little balcon, and I'm
nice.
like this, waiting for the birds and waiting for the song of the birds. So I don't know why. I'm very crazy about it. I think I was a bird in another life.
I've read somewhere that you are very passionate about and you advocate for women's rights. So you actually fight for that. So there's a relation between your song Voilà and this fight that you have for the women.
When I use my voice to talking about women and everything, I always talk about things I know. I mean, things I lived. So there's a song called Le Malamour, which is about violence. There is a song called Cher, which is about abortion and everything. And I never take I never use my voice to say something that I don't know in my body. I mean, in my heart, in my soul, and everything. And the relation between this voice for women and Voilà is the message of empowerment with yourself. You have to really know yourself and be very tender with you and with all your mistakes. And actually, I don't mind about what you think, because I don't want to change myself because you want me to change. This is what I want to be. This is what I am. And if you love me like this, so we can have a long way together. Of course, I will change. Of course, I will understand my mistakes. And of course, I will grow up till I die. But for now, I'm proud of what I am. All my history, all my past, all my present, and all my future. I wish. You understand?
Yes, I totally understand. They are asking you your thoughts about the other French song that there is in Eurovision by Switzerland. Have you heard the Switzerland song?
Of course. I love that song, and I love John Chills. He's a really nice guy, and I'm very, very proud that France has there's two songs in France in the Eurovision. I think it's like crazy. I'm so in love with the French language, with the words. I'm crazy about birds and words. it's two more possibilities for French languages to win or to get a cool place.
You are considered amongst the bookies as one of the favorites to win the whole
Yes.
thing. How do you feel about that? Do you feel pressure?
Not really, because I think it's the same thing when I did the émission in France. The thing is, until you made your performance, you can't know what people are going to vote or to say. I'm trying to think about making the purest thing and to be very focused on the like the intensity, the power, and the truth I will make on my song when I will have to sing it. And for the rest, it's not on my hands. So I'm trying to not take the pressure, and I don't need this. I mean, I'm so stressful. So don't give me pressure more than I can like.
So what are your memories on the Eurovision Song Contest? When did you start watching it?
Actually, I don't have TV. So I never like take my all my family and watch it and everything. But I started to be interested by the Eurovision when Amir did this in France. I don't know what's the place of Eurovision in Portugal, but in France it's famous, but it's not so cool. It's not like the huge thing like you can see in Sweden or everything. And in France, it's more like it's more small, actually, in people's mind. Since Amir, it began to be cool. So it's cooler and cooler and cooler every year. So actually, I'm interested by Eurovision until Amir, because before I don't have TV and I never really think about Eurovision.
Great. Yeah, well, in Portugal also Eurovision started to be more followed after Salvador Sobral in 2017.
You know that he lives in Paris sometimes, like halftime Portugal, halftime Paris.
Yeah.
And I think it's close to my flat. So I wish I will see him one day in the street, because I'm a huge fan of you.
maybe you two can record something together. Why not?
Oh my God, it will be a dream. I'm in love with him, like in love. Actually, I'm trying to make his song in French, to make a French version. So I'm working on it.
Wow, that's wonderful. That would be really great. Thank you very much. So what artists do you look up to as references to make your own music?
I listen 100% of French songs. It's always the same thing. I'm very touched by the words. So when I hear a beautiful song in French, I'm like, oh my God, I can die now. It's like the most beautiful thing I never heard. It helps me to write. So I really love to hear French music. And in the French music I love, there is Barbara, there is Jacques Brel. I love when the music it's half words, half music, and half theater. You know, when it's like when you're sad, you're not, I'm sad. But I don't know how to make it, but you have to watch the videos of like Jacques Brel when he sing, I don't know, Ne me quitte pas. It's a famous song in France, and he's saying, please don't leave me. And during all the song, he's like watching the camera in the eye, and he's saying, Ne me quitte pas. And at the end, he's crying and crying, and you're like, please come back to him. Look at him. Like, he's so, like, he loves you so much. Go back.
And what about Edith Piaf?
I love her, and people don't know that she was a huge writer and composer. But usually we think that that was other people who were writing for her, but that's not true. Actually, she was a wonderful business girl. She had her team, and she was directing everything. I'm a huge fan of her mind and of her way to make the work of an artist.
And I think you have seen like comparisons between yourself and her. How do you think about that?
I'm like so flattered. She's more than a star. She's like an icon, you know. and that makes me laugh because I think she's a genius, and I think just a little thing. So the comparison is fun, but actually we are the same. We make the same tie. Like I make 1 meter 59 centimeter, and she also, and we have almost the same haircut. So the comparison can be made on the physical things.
Definitely. There's a lot of similarities between you two. So, do you have any other Eurovision star that you would like to collaborate? Well, besides Salvador Sobral.
Actually, I love Mahmoud. I love him, like crazy about him. And Céline Dion, of course. Like this is my forever dream. Ne partez pas sans moi.
It was because of Eurovision that Celine Dion got to be like a
Oh
worldwide
my God,
hit.
she's a queen. She's a queen. I love the Iceland this year. I love because he looks like totally crazy, and I think he's a great musician too. So yes, there's a lot of, that's very cool because I meet a lot of new artists that I didn't knew before, and I'm very proud to be part of this whole artistic way of making music around the world. So it's like so cool.
And what is your all-time French favorite song in the Eurovision?
I guess maybe Poupée de cire, poupée de son, from France Gall. Je suis une poupée de cire, une poupée de son.
Actually,
I love this song.
She ran for Luxembourg.
I know, but it's in French. Yeah,
French, yes.
I'm talking about the French language, but for France, I mean the French representing. It would. You know what? I love the song of Marie-Myriam, L'enfant et l'oiseau. It's a wonderful song.
One question that I would like to ask you about the COVID restrictions. How do you feel participating in Eurovision this year, still in the middle of a pandemic?
Actually, I'm proud because I'm so happy that they made, we made the live on tape and everything. And that's very cool because last year it was horrible for the last year prom, even if some of them are here this year. But I think it's very, very cool because the organization of Eurovision make everything for the Eurovision take place. So I'm very proud of this in a year that it's very hard for the shows, for the concerts, to be an artist. So I'm proud to represent France in a year that everything is closed. I really, really, really hope it will bring hope to other people.
You have very interesting roots in your family because I think that your grandfather is from Iran, if I'm not mistaken, yes. Or Serbia, right? You have family from both countries, right?
Yes, I have. Actually, it's like more complicated than this because on the side of my father, his father is from Serbia, and his mother is from Algeria. He's a Jewish, I don't know how to say it in Portugal, but it's called Pied Noir in France. And from my mother's side, her father is Iranian, and her mother is from Poland.
So are you expecting to get some points from those countries?
Yeah, I hope so. Actually, I hope I will have points from all the countries because that will be cool. No, but of course I wish. But actually, I'm not very thinking about this. I'm thinking about making the most beautiful show I could. And if people are touched by my song and by my story, so they will do what they want to do. If they want to vote for me, so I will be glad and happy and proud and everything. But if they don't, I will not say, oh my God, you don't vote for me. I will never go to your country again.
Have you ever been in Portugal before?
No, it would be my first time the 10th of April for my birthday. And we can't because of the COVID. I'm too sad. I will spend one week in Lisbon, in Lisboa, and I'm like too bad, but I will come back.
Sure.
I will come back.
Yeah, we are all waiting for you here, and hopefully for a concert. Why not?
Of course, I wish next year.
So, what are your favorites from any country in Eurovision from the fest?
There's a lot of songs I really like, actually. Salvador Sobra is, I guess he made me like love Eurovision. When I saw him, I was like, oh my God, this is possible at Eurovision. It's crazy. Everything is crazy. His hands when he's singing the song, the message, like it's pure love, and all his history and everything. I was like crying a lot when I saw him. There's a lot of proposition I love. I used to love Neta. I used to love Conchita Wurst. I used to love, I told you, Mahmoud. I was so happy when France came with Villa Lassani. I love Céline. I love Natacha Saint-Pierre.
So you have released previously 2 EPs. Are you planning to bring a new one for this year after Eurovision? What are your plans for,
Yes,
for next?
of course, but I'm working on my first album. So
Okay.
last weekend I just film my 2 next video clip, because I want to make a short film. The first song will be Voilà. The second one would be Le Jour se lève, and the other one, the third one, will be L'Homme et l'Oiseau. Yes, I'm working on my album, and I'm working on the image, the way I want to put my song on YouTube and everything. So I hope it will be out maybe at the beginning of September. I hope.
Okay, so we'll be watching it close then.
Yeah.
So I've got a few questions that people were asking here. So one of the questions, I don't have the name of the user anymore. I'm very sorry, but he was asking about your video clip for Voila. That it had a very cinematic and cinematography aspect to it. So what's the importance of making it cinematic to you? Well, why would you like it to be like that?
Actually, it's very important because Voila is the first of this third clip, and at the end it will make a short film. So at the end it will be as if you go to the cinema and watch like a film with a story and everything. You will follow me in my story with all these shadows and everything, and you will have the conclusion at the end of The Man and the Bird. So when I write my song, I really write with images on my head. So for me, video and music are very, very close and very, very, they work together.
If France wins this year, what do you think Eurovision 2022 should be about? What do you think that France can bring Eurovision back to France and host the two, like the junior France and the junior Eurovision?
That will be so fun. Imagine double Eurovision in France. It will be crazy. I hope, actually, I really hope. Just for this, it will be like crazy. You're all invited in my flat if you want to sleep somewhere.
Barbara, thank you so much for this interview.
You.
Do you have a message for everybody that is watching us live now, for the Portuguese fans?
Actually, thank you for staying until the end, because I know that I speak so much and my English is not very, 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 it's kind of bad. But thank you so much. Oh, well, thank you. And I hope I will come to visit you to make concerts on, I'm so sad I can't come to Lisboa in April, but I wish I will come and make concert for you, and I wish I will hug you for real. And thanks very, very, very much for your support. Thank you.
Thank you. It was really a pleasure to be talking to you now. So we wish you all the success to Eurovision this year, and hopefully hopefully we get to see you soon in somewhere in Portugal. It will be really nice.
Yeah, j'espère. Thank you so much.
Thank you.